So there's something that I've noticed that happens during this fight. I'll showcase without really saying much because it's very strange. But I was able to route in a way that will allow me to kill this thing, the trooper, and kill the platoon without much trouble. So the first turn you would have to guard. Then you get hit by them, right? And in this turn, you wait and rev up only once because it seems, I have no idea why, but it seems like Black Orb takes full damage, like the cap on just one rev. So you should not rev more than once when it comes to using Black Orb, right? Like if you do 3 revs, the damage doesn't really feel like it makes any difference for you to be wasting rev points. Now, in this turn, I have 69 mine, very fitting by the way, and I would heal the mine first because Platoon should not attack on this turn. He doesn't attack here, so you're safe. Now you would be like, okay, let's kill Trooper, but that causes the Platoon to shoot at you, right? So what you want to do, you're gonna kill the Trooper only when it's not your extra turn. So you either guard or you attack with a weapon that doesn't have crit rate. Now you would have to kill it now because the Platoon will shoot you in the next turn. So you go ahead and you Black Orb because you have enough mine to kill it. They should die here and the Platoon doesn't take the turn because you killed the Trooper in the extra turn, like I said. Now we rev once and double Black Orb because it targets random, but there's only one target on screen, so it would hit the Platoon. By the way, if you miss 3 times, you still are gonna have enough damage to kill this thing. I've tested it, and being able to miss 3 attacks of Black Orb is still possible to kill this thing in time because of the huge damage that this has, right? And it's dead. The items that I've been using for this have been a Death Mask, a Chak-Chak, and Heroin. I have to say from experience that a Chak-Chak and a Death Mask is enough. You don't have to use the Heroin. You can also miss 3 times and still kill it, but you're able to kill it with a Death Mask and a Chak-Chak. Of course, you can go for the playthrough where Osa starts with a Chak-Chak and you're able to kill this thing faster. But make sure to kill the Trooper only on the turn that you have, not your extra turn, because you will force it to attack, right? It's very specific on how to fight this boss without losing, especially when you're speedrunning the game. Now, I would like to show you something else. I figured something very, very random that happens if you're playing, well, in this specific way. Let me show you real quick, because my thought was, what if I don't catch up to the Trooper, right? And I have to fight the Trooper and the Platoon at the same time. It should be only like a specific case of like I mess up. Like I get stuck on these barrels or like on those barrels, right? And I was like, oh my god, my controller disconnected. Oh no, I'm in the middle of the speedrun. Oh no, right? So I noticed something that happens here that feels like a glitch, but I don't know if it's intended or not. I have no idea. But I'll show you exactly what I'm saying. So in this turn, it should be the same way as before. You guard to increase your damage with red points, right? You get hit, it doesn't matter if she misses, it's still fine, or he misses, or they miss, I don't even know. You go Black Orb, but now you don't have the freedom to charge up your Dance Macabre one more turn. You cannot. After this turn, Platoon shoots, so you are forced to kill this thing. You gotta kill the Trooper to force so that you can actually spend one more time relaxing, right? Now this turn, the Platoon doesn't attack. You go ahead and you play the long game, right? You would have your second Dance Macabre stacked, so you don't have enough damage. So the best thing you can do here is to either use Condensed Lavender that Osa starts with right now, so you save some turns, or you use a vodka. You have to guard here. And this, hopefully, Platoon is gonna get a tail where I choose a head. It got fucking head. Whatever. I'll show you again once he throws another coin toss. But it should happen, and I don't know why. You see my damage, by the way. That was 600 damage per thing, and I have Dance Macabre level 3. You noticed before in my previous play test that I had this damage fully stacked, and I did 1,200 damage. Now, if Platoon succeeds on a coin toss, I'll let him attack because I'm trying to showcase something. I'll show that I'm healing right now and guarding, right? Hopefully they hit tail. Alright, they got tail, so they're gonna hit me. I survive. That is not how it's supposed to happen. Everyone who played this game should know that when the platoon hits you, when you're like this, you die, right? So why did that happen? Well, I'll show you again my damage. My damage should be 1,200 per tick, but it is instead it's 600 each, right? You see it. 600 damage each tick of the ball, right? I'm gonna guard again. It's gonna coin toss. I got it right again. I get hit by... Well, I miss. They miss. But if I got hit, for example, right now I got hit, and I should just guard, right? We'll do it until they get a coin toss. Let me just... hopefully, it's gonna happen soon. Let's see. Okay, they are able to get tails, and I'm still alive. That shouldn't happen. That usually it's not how it goes. So the strat here, for some reason, when you don't catch up to the trooper in time, the platoon deals deals less damage and makes you deal less damage. So here's the tricky stuff. If this is normal, that it's supposed to happen, then your strat for this fight will be surviving until they miss. You would guard and heal until they either miss or they go for a normal attack. Like that, for example, right? And when they miss, you go ahead, you rev, and you double black orb, right? If not, then you just heal and then guard. Like, for example, let's see here if they get a successful hit. Alright. They got a successful heavy mortar. They didn't. They fucking... I don't know why they're missing so much. But you would heal because you will be like low HP, and you guard because you're forced to guard this. You cannot survive. Like, for example, here, they go for platoon charge. That is fine. You attack, you rev, and you black orb twice. Because if I were to guard while having this health, I would still be able to survive. Well, the maximum amount of damage that platoon does is 85, right? So I would be able to survive as long as I'm fully healed. And that's what I'm trying to showcase here. There is a weird bug going on if you don't catch up to the trooper in time. If you're not able to catch up in time, there's like some kind of like status effect going on in the fight itself that makes you deal less damage, makes the trooper deal less damage, and makes the platoon deal less damage. Right? Now, I have no idea what this is all about. Hopefully it's just a glitch. But if it is intended, you could try this for a normal playthrough where you can actually survive the platoon's attack if you're struggling, right? Or you can just go for the other route that I took and only kill the trooper during your normal turn, not your extra turn, because you caused it to take the coin toss. In fact, I'll show it. Also, just a quick note, but if you have white on any of this, when you catch up to the trooper, you're actually making it so that the trooper arrives in... you're actually making it so that the platoon arrives faster into the fight. So you should not have white on anything of your spices. Again, we go over this again. You guard, right? You get hit or you miss, or they miss. It's whatever. It's still the same outcome, right? Now you go ahead here. You rev. You black orb, right? Alright, now you heal your vodka, right? This is, again, I'm saying it that this is the way to do it as a mistake. This is a mistake. I will lose here. So you go here, you have your extra turn. If you kill the trooper during your extra turn, the platoon is gonna attack. Check it out. When this happens, when I do this attack, the Platoon will not give me a free turn. He just goes for an attack right away when it's his turn. He doesn't skip. See? That could have been easily the other attack. The coin flip attack. Also, you're stacking Ladat Macabre to the max amount if you follow my guide, the first thing I showed, right? So you should always prioritize having magic attack to the max with Ladat Macabre before attempting this fight. It will allow you to destroy this boss, right? You don't have to rely on luck on this fight, even on a speedrun. Hopefully I can show it to you guys at some point in an actual speedrun.